Howdy everybody, Dave here with Dave's Old Iron. Welcome you back to the farm shop here at Nelson Craig Farms on a cool but survivable Wednesday the 13th of 2024. I'm sorry we're going to have a little bit of noise in the background today. We've got a great big Case IH 3-wheel spreader fertilizer deal out here doing something. I crossed at the neighbor's place today. Yeah, it looks like he's spraying some sort of I'd say if he was doing liquid, he's up a little bit high, so I'm thinking he's doing some pelletized fertilizer or something, but I can't imagine him putting fertilizer on this time of year. So what are we going to be working on today, Dave? Well, the first thing we're going to do is, while the weather's nice and I can open up the doors to this little shop and be able to work here at the back end of the little Allis B, we're going to attempt to mount the 3-point hitch to the back end of this tractor today. But first, we got a few things that I'd like to cover. First up is my health situation. Thank you to everybody that gave me a thumbs up, word of encouragement, that sort of thing, or left a comment either down below here in the comment section or emailed me or whatever. I'd like to thank you for all of that. Fortunately, I'm not having heart issues. Yes, I had high blood pressure problems, but when I went to go see a cardiologist and a cardio specialist the other day, they both told me that the problem is not with my heart or my blood pressure. The problem is with my bone-on-bone contact in my knee, my right knee in particular. Apparently, I'm pinching a nerve in there. It's causing me to hold my breath, etc., so forth, so on. It hurts like a son of a gun. And that's what's causing my blood pressure to go up, is the stress and the strain and the pain from my knee. So I'm okay, but thank you. Next up is this. I don't know if you can see that real well or not, but yeah, that's a schematic kind of a thing of what my channel is doing. And according to this, as of this filming this morning, I have 913 subscribers. So yay, thank you to all of you. In fact, we just picked up one a couple of days ago. So thank you to all the longtime subscribers, and a special thank you to the new ones too that are subscribing. But according to these numbers, the analytics that are showing up are telling me there are over 3,500 of you followers or viewers that have not subscribed. Folks, I would dearly love to have 1,000 or better subscribers on this channel by the end of the year. That'll let me know I'm on the right track and we're doing the right thing for y'all. So if you'd all just take a second while you're watching the video today, right down there, click on that big red thing with the white letters that says subscribe on it, if you would. Click on that, and then the little bell thing will show up right next to it. Click on the one that has the word all next to it. That way you can get notified every time there's a new video out. Whether you watch it or not, I would appreciate it if you would at least subscribe to the channel and click on that little all icon. It means a lot for whatever crazy reason. Anyway, I would like to hit 1,000 subscribers or more by Christmas. That'd be an awesome present. So if you would, please hit that subscribe button down there, because I know you're out there, and if even 500 of you subscribed out of that 3,500 that's following the channel, that'd get me there. So thank you in advance. But before we get started today, how does a squirrel scratch its nuts? Any ideas? It fills its cheeks full of the nuts and it goes like this. How sad. Well, the first thing we got to do is get rid of this rock shaft that runs across here. I almost hate to get rid of it, because what I'd like to find for this tractor is a rear-mounted cultivator that is for an Allis B, but those are few and far in between to come by out here in the West. So we're going to see if we can't get this one apart and get this off of here to install the new rock shaft. Yeah, So we got a 13/16 on one side, a 3/4 on the other, and we're going to lean into it and get her to come off. Yeah. I was just joking about wrenching those off. Those nuts are so heavily corroded. I'm going to use my angle grinder and cut them off. And if I get into the fenders a little bit, I really don't want to get into this one. But that one over there on the left side is so full of rust, I'll probably end up having to replace that. So I'm not too worried about that one. But this one here is probably savable. It's got a few little rust out holes in it. But yeah, you got to remember this is a low budget deal, and I'm just making it so that the thing's usable. Yeah. So anyway, here we go. Well, there's one. Yep. A lot of rust and corrosion in there. You probably can't see real well all that rust and corrosion down there from years of dirt and Lord knows whatever else getting between the fender and the seat frame on that angle iron bracket. And that angle iron bracket is the same as what's over here that comes up and under the seat, and that's what the fender mounts to, the seat frame mounts to, and ultimately rock shaft that runs across here. Here's another look at that corrosion. It starts right here about where this control handle is, or the front edge of the seat. Let me see if I can get you down in there. Yeah, you see all that crud build up in there and that rust and scale? Yeah, it's kind of nasty down in there. What I'm attempting to remove, this is the rock shaft, is that bar that goes down here and curves and goes under the seat up to there. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to pull off. Now this one isn't back where all the corrosion was. So this one will come undone fairly easily with just a couple of hand wrenches. Yeah. That right underneath there is the little bitty Allis Chalmers hydraulic lift cylinder that comes back here and is attached right there to the rock shaft assembly. So I guess before I go any further, I need to pull that out of there somehow or another. Yeah, there's a pin right there with a cotter key in it. We'll pull that out and unhook that cylinder. Okay, both ends are unhooked. There's a pin up under here that the hydraulic arm hooks to. I had a cotter pin on it and a flat washer. So there is the cylinder loose. Now I'm going to leave it attached hose-wise onto the back of the pump, which is right here, just to keep stuff from getting into the pump. But whatever this spring thing gizmo's here for, it's coming out. And it's attached to the hydraulic pump's control arm for some reason. So we'll have to take a look at that and see if we can't get that loose. Okay, that's the spring I'm pretty sure was used to hold this in the down position instead of letting it go back up to the operation position. Just to keep it that way so that that other remote hydraulic pump could run the loader. So we're just going to cut those little hooks loose and remove that thing. Yeah, something like that. As I noted earlier, the fender on that other side had rusted through about in the same location as right there, only this side on the left side is worse. And You can't hardly see it, but that rear nut has all but pulled through right there. And there's so much crud in there that is rusted and expanded that it's bent the fender out away from that angle iron frame rail. So I think what I'll do, even though I'm not doing a restoration on this tractor, I will go ahead and pull both fenders off and clean them up, clean up that angle iron with a wire wheel on the grinder, get it all kind of nice, and put a rust preventative primer on it or sealer of whatever, and then hit it with some paint and put it all back together in that way. So we may have more stages of this than I was thinking, but yeah, I want to get it done and have it so it's usable and looks halfway decent. Say, did you all hear about the math book that was really sad? Yeah, the poor thing had lots of problems. But you know what? I didn't feel too sorry for it because they all got worked out in the end. The other thing I'm going to do today, as long as I'm going on taking this fender off, I'm going to go ahead and undo these front bolts up here that hold on the mounting bracket for that front end loader that came with this tractor when I got it. So yeah, and yes, that loader is still here. Yes, it still needs to go away. So yeah, if anybody's interested in a Allis Chalmers front end loader, just let me know down in the comments down below. We'll work out something. You know, I'm always looking for a good deal or a trade, so yeah, heck, I might even trade it for another tractor or something. You never know. Alrighty, well, there's that left side bracket off. Yeah, we'll go put that out there with the loader. In the process of removing that mounting bracket for the loader, I noticed something odd about the clutch pedal shaft. Yeah, you get down here and it looks like it has been broken and welded at one time. Where it goes in the bell housing there. Yeah, right there's a big old weld that's been ground down. Wonder what the story is there. You know, way back when I was young, filling stations used to have an air hose where you could fill up the tires on your vehicle for free. Now they charge you $2.50 just to fill up those tires. That's inflation for you. Well, after much cussing and farting and carrying on, guess what? That fender is off. And yeah, that's big, flaky, chunky rust and crud, and yeah, we'll get back here, you maybe can see it. Yeah, the holes clean through this fender, and then yeah, it's all broken out down here where that rear bolt was. So yeah, the fender's good pretty much from here back. It isn't. So yeah, we'll be looking for probably a different fender for this side. There's a better look at all that dirt and crud. That was a piece of the fender itself right there. Yeah, that's all going to need to be cleaned up with a wire wheel, and had some anti-rust primer put on it and sealer and whatever and paint, and yeah, we're going to have to do that and put on a new fender. A couple of those bolts broke off. Some of them I cut through. We'll see if we can't get at least these two loose right here that hold the seat on, and that bracket for the rock shaft. Yeah, that one might be a little bit tricky because it's holding the deal. See if we can get a wrench on that. Wrong size wrench. Maybe we can just unscrew it. Yeah, it'll unscrew. Yep, that's what it's doing. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. The seat is loose on that side. The rock shaft is loose on that side. That crunchy noise you hear is all the rust down inside of there. Yeah, so now to the other side. I won't bore you to death with watching me peel this side off like I did that side. But once we get it off, we'll get the seat off, get that rock shaft off. Then we'll be back and we'll start mounting up that new 3-point hitch on this little thing. Yeah. Well, the clouds are starting to roll in, breeze is picking up, and it is getting colder now here in southern Idaho. So this video's run long enough for today, and I'd like to keep them a little bit short to keep you all entertained and not bored to death. So, that said, thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for the long-term subscribers. Going out to you folks, and as always, y'all be careful out there. I'm Dave, wishing you well. Bye-bye for now.